My phone is probably going to die soon. And I know I literally made a video already this morning, but I made that video right after it had happened. But I was still at my parents' house, my mom's house. And more happened. More happened. Basically, after posting the video, after talking about it, I was feeling a little bit better, and my half-brother commented on the video, and that made me feel a little bit better as well. So I was fine, basically. I was still upset, but I was fine. And we went upstairs again, basically, and when the rest of the family got there, we started opening presents, and, you know, obviously it was enjoyable. I had a few gifts. A full outfit, like a Christmas outfit, and a couple necklaces. And I was enjoying time with my family. But then, with what happened, I felt like maybe my family didn't feel that way. Maybe it was just Daniel who felt that way. It was only Daniel who felt that way. But then I had just moved foster homes, so I had to unpack, not even unpacked, but I had to unpack, and my ride was gonna be there in like 30 minutes, so I told my mom, I said, hey, my ride's gonna be here in like 30 minutes, but I'm gonna go try this outfit on and so that you can see what it looks like, and I'm really glad that you invited me here. I'm really glad that I got to spend this with you guys. And she just said, you're leaving already? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I could stay longer, but I can always come back. And she said, no, you can't. And I was like, what? And she's like, I wanted you to stay longer so I can talk to you without everyone around. And I was like, well, right now everyone's just opening presents, so no one's really paying attention. And she was basically like, she just was saying how, like, she's like, me, you, and Daniel, we're gonna go to a career meeting. And I was like, what's a career meeting? And she's like, basically me, you, and Daniel are gonna sit down and have a meeting and talk about what you're gonna do with your life. And I was like, oh, I mean, I already know what I want to do with my life. I'm getting into college, and because I got into college. I'm getting into college, and I'm gonna be a vet tech, and I'm gonna live on my own, and I'm gonna do this, and blah blah blah. And she's like, but you're not gonna be successful. And I was like, she was like, how do you know that you're actually gonna be successful though? And I said, I don't know, but I'd rather try than just give up. And she's like, well, that's why we wanted to have the meeting, so that we can talk to you about the future. I'm like, I already know what I want for my future. And she's like, well, I just want you to know that, she's like, I just want you to know that you're walking out on your family. And I was like, not really. I'm not walking out on my family. I'm living my life. I'm trying to be happy for myself. And she's like, if you need to be a part of this family, otherwise you're not welcome here. And I was like, I am a part of the family. I'm just not a part of the religion. And she's like, the religion is our family. And I was like, I understand that the family is all a part of this religion, but I see family and religion as two separate things. I should be able to love my family and not have to love their religion. I should be able to spend time with my family as a family and not have to go to the religion to be a part of the family. And she just was like, well, that's how it is. That's how it works here. And I was like, it doesn't have to be like that. That's what you guys are deciding. She's like, no, that's what you're deciding. You're deciding to leave. And I was like, I'm deciding to do what I need to do to live a happy life. And she's like, and you do that by leaving your family? Leaving the people who love you? People you love? And I was like, I love other people as well as you guys. I feel love from other people more than I feel from you guys. And I'm sorry that that's how it is. And she's like, why not? Even after a day like this, you still don't feel happy here? And I said, I enjoyed my time here, but I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily happy living in this house. And she's like, why not? Why can't you just be happy here like everyone else? And I was like, I don't know. I think it's probably because I always have people making me feel like I'm worthless and like I'm not good enough, and I can't live like that. So I'm gonna go where people actually make me feel valuable. People actually make me feel like I'm not just a waste of space. And my mom says, no one makes you feel like that. No one does that. And I looked at her and tried my best not to cry, and I was like, you're making me feel that way right now. And she's like, the fact that you would say that makes me really sad. And I was like, you're telling me? And she's like, look around. And I was like, okay. She's like, have you noticed who's all here? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you notice that your sister, I'm not gonna say her name because that's rude. She's like, have you noticed that your sister A isn't here? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, why do you think that is? And I'm like, I don't know, she lives far away. And she's like, no, it's because she's not welcome here. And I was like, why not? Why isn't she welcome here? And my mom was like, because she chose to left the order and she chose to leave the family. When I asked her why, you know what she said? And I was like, what? She's like, she said that she didn't want to be just another wife and mother. And then I looked at my mom and I was like, is that a problem? And my mom was like, no, but you don't have to leave the order to not be a wife or a mother. And anyways, look where she ended up. I'm sorry, A, if you're watching this. I couldn't help but laugh my head off because, oof, she got you there. She got you there. But that's when my mom was like, see, you don't really know what's happening. You don't really know what's going on with your life. You think you know, but you really don't. And I said, yeah. I was like, well, yeah, at least she seems happy with her life. And basically, my mom just was saying how it was my choice and how I could only be a part of the family. I could only be welcome with the family, with any of the family activities or anything, if I was in the order. And I just said, well, then I guess I'm not welcome here. And I said, well, my ride's probably gonna be here soon, so I'm gonna go get my stuff. And I left her and I went to go get my crap. And that's when my mom followed me towards where the downstairs was. And she's like, no one's making you do this except for you. You're the only reason why this is happening. And I was like, well, you're making me feel bad right now. And that's when I just started like crying. I just started crying. And I was like, well, you're making me feel bad right now because I'm clearly not welcome here. And she's like, it's not me, it's you. And I just was like, obviously it's me, because I'm the one who is too stupid and too worthless to just be happy like everyone else. And I just went where my room used to be, the room that you saw me in when I made the first video, and I just started crying. Like hardcore bawling, heart-wrenching crying, because it's like, I knew I was worthless, but geez, you don't have to say it to my face. I knew that you guys hated me. I know that I'm not welcome, that I don't belong. But it was easier when you at least pretended, instead of just saying that I don't belong. I know I don't belong. I know I'm not welcome. But it's funny because they always say that you're welcome if you're a part of the family. But they don't see family as family. They see religion as family. Family means nothing to them. Not a damn thing. Religion is their family. So if you're not with the religion, you're not with the family. Quoting my mom. If you're not with the order, you're not a part of this family. To my brother that commented on the last video, I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate that at least you're saying that I'm welcome. That at least one person still cares about me. My ride came and I just went right out the door because I was still crying. I was still crying when that happened. I just went right out the door and just started bawling. And I didn't even get to say goodbye to my little brothers and sister. I didn't even get to say goodbye. They probably think that I ditched them. They probably think that I just came for the gifts, that I didn't really care for them, and that I didn't really care about spending time with them. All I wanted was the presents and then to just leave. But that's not true. The presents were nice. And I'll treasure them. But if I only cared about the presents, I wouldn't have gone through that. I could buy my own goddamn presents. I can buy my own goddamn shit. But I can't buy family. I can't buy my little brother and sister. I guess it was fun while it lasted. I'm grateful that they at least put up with my worthlessness for as long as they did, before finally just saying you're not welcome here. And I just hope that no one claims that I didn't want to be there, that I walked out on them because I didn't. I want to be a part of family, not religion. Why does religion and family have to be the same thing? I want to be able to love people that I care about and to feel like I matter to them. But when they make you feel so worthless, it's not worth it. It's easier and better to just leave. To just do what you need to do to make yourself happy. And that's what I'm doing. But my mom just refuses to accept it. She just refuses to let me have both. Which is okay. Because if I can't have both, I'm still gonna choose a happy life. I can't make my family do anything. And they can't make me do anything either. So if they're gonna be like that, if they're gonna make me feel like shit every time I see them, then what's the point in seeing them? There is no point. The only reason was for my siblings. That's it. Nothing more. I just want my siblings to be happy. And I don't care what has to happen for that to happen. I don't care if they stay. I don't care if they leave. I don't give a shit. As long as they're happy, that's all that matters to me. And I just wish that that's all they cared about for me. I wish all they wanted was for me to be happy. But clearly that's not the case. I'm sorry that I'm bothering you all with another video of me sitting here crying, being a baby about things that no one cares about, but it helped me feel better. And to those who actually do care, it's good for you guys to understand my side of the story. Because I know my family's gonna change it. They're gonna twist it up. But that's what happened. And if my family says something else happened, then you can choose who to believe.